Hey yo, welcome back to MBK Reacts, bringing you another video for ReZero, how season 2 really ends. Because if you know, the anime didn't include everything that's in the light novel or whatever. Oh, by the way, you can't. The manga and the light novel are like at two different parts. I think the anime is past the manga, but the light novel is super far ahead. Or the manga is barely past anime, but the light novel is super far ahead.
Yeah, the light novel is definitely
What the hell?
The first is definitely a book. ReZero is definitely.
Wait, there's an anime ahead of a manga?
I said I think. That happened to Jutama, but I'm saying I think the anime is ahead of the manga, but the light novel is super far ahead, or the manga is like barely a little bit past the anime. But the light novel is still far ahead.
You should, the light novels would start.
So I gotta read?
So basically don't read the manga, you should read the light novel.
Yeah. So I can read.
Okay, so we're about to watch the video by Edgenut, how ReZero Season 2 really ends. We kind of know a glimpse of it, like a few things here or there, but we didn't watch the video, so we're just going to have to find out more information right now. So you know what to do. If you like to have content, make sure you like, subscribe, turn the bell on for our ReZero playlist so you get notified for more what-if stories, and maybe Season 3 gets announced, I don't know, maybe in a year or two. I don't know. Video starting in 3, 2, 1. That's an ad.
You lied.
One go.
The final chapter of ReZero Season 2 was cut from the anime entirely, probably because it would have been one of the biggest cliffhangers of all time. Aside from that, it was also my personal favorite moment in the ReZero novel. Ever since I first read this chapter, I looked forward to the day I would finally get to see it animated. And then it became cut content. But this chapter will always be special to me, so hopefully this video can serve to share some of that excitement with all of you.
Final chapter of the sanctuary.
Yeah.
The last chapter of ReZero Season 2 begins in a dark place with the sound of footsteps echoing through the corridor. Due to the melting snow, the mud and gravel were painfully cold underneath her bare feet, but she continued walking until she reached the outside, seeing the sunlight again for the first time in 400 years.
Hey.
She expected her reunion with life to be rather moving, yet not a touch of emotion could be found in her eyes. Her lack of amusement was disappointing, yet something that impressed her was how well the reactivation ritual had remained intact. As she adjusts her eyes to the bright sun, she silently applauds herself for the convincing performance she delivered. As expected, her plan was successful. The fact that she's alive again was proof of that. The pink-haired woman appeared uncomfortable in her small body, but knew she would eventually grow accustomed to it. Adapting to things was never an issue for the thirst for knowledge incarnate. Because she was no longer Ryuzu Shima, she decides to call herself Omega, which means the end according to Subaru's memories from Earth. Omega's only regret was not being able to witness Emilia's suffering during her third trial. Although she despised Emilia, Omega also appreciated her cooperation. If Emilia hadn't broken the barrier, Omega's half-elf body wouldn't be able to leave the sanctuary. So, for that, she was grateful, but thinking about Emilia made Omega's chest overflow with emotions, so she ignores them and ventures out through the forest while opening and closing her hands to make sure they're functioning properly. Reflecting back on the final events of the sanctuary, she notes that Beatrice has parted ways with the archive. Roswell has lost his guiding light, and Garfield is still completely filled with anger inside. She looked forward to watching
that scene where Subaru was kneeling down? Was that?
And in the shadows. 400 years, this world had awaited her return, and what it offered her now was infinite potential to satisfy her inexhaustible curiosity. She picks a flower and pops it into her mouth, questioning why it would someday wither. Both flowers and memories alike would eventually grow faint, and Omega wondered if perhaps now she'd be able to someday understand. Why must love fade?
That was the
Once
one
again,
what is
the witch was unleashed upon the world.
Once again, the witch was.
Oh, that was the last one. I think that was Raph.
Oh, so that's...
Yeah, so that's how Season 2 was supposed
so
to
that's,
end. Of course,
what's her name in,
doesn't do it justice,
the,
so if you'd like to read
girl's
the chapter
body.
yourself,
I forgot her
it's right at the end
name.
of Light Novel Volume
her name was
15,
Omega.
right at the end of Arc 4 in the
So that's her and
There's
Chenna?
multiple reasons I call this my
Chenna
favorite
is
chapter.
Omega's body.
Firstly, it gave an additional purpose to
In the
all the
rap
happy
story?
moments in the season's conclusion.
No, right there.
Now,
Because remember he
instead
said...
Well, yeah,
of
we know that's
also
the Chenna.
serve as build-up for a shocking plot twist that
I hate you.
completely what we saw this season.
Wasn't that her whole
Echidna
setup?
was always
Yeah.
the one in control. Everything that happened was all just part of her her plan. It was like Subaru and the rest of the cast were just Echidna's puppets who
And we
mistakenly
know that that
thought
witch
they had
that's
free
like
will. The
legging
reason
that
Echidna
thing
always
is
looked
not
like
the
she was
same.
planning something is because she was.
Oh,
The
that's
chapter
right.
also highlighted her curse. For the first time, we got to witness the affliction Echidna suffers from endlessly. The insatiable desire for unattainable gratification forever plagues Echidna, unwavering in both life and death. It's why her second coming lacked any pleasure or joy, even after being dead for 400 years. Almost immediately upon resurrecting, life alone was no longer enough to satisfy her. No matter what, she always needs more. And that's what makes her such a perfect example of greed personified. Why I Must Love Fade is my favorite quote from the novel because I think it describes Echidna flawlessly. I interpreted love fading as a metaphor for Echidna's fleeting satisfaction. Greed makes it impossible for her to be satisfied, so the reason love fades is because of greed. But the fact
that wasn't
Echidna's
the
asking
rap
that
story,
question
that was
means
the
greed
greed
is the one
story.
thing she doesn't understand, despite having infinite knowledge. It's very poetic.
And
This
she
chapter
was talking about
really
Subaru
the first
last
time
time.
the author let us understand a
Oh,
little bit about
yeah.
Echidna. It might have been the shortest,
Oh,
most simplistic
yeah.
chapter of the entire
So that
novel,
was
yet
her
I felt
at
it
the
was by
end,
far
yeah.
the most
Yeah, I
impactful.
forgot about that.
But
Like,
for
she's
anyone
holding
who's
that nigga or
wondering
something.
how
like that.
Echidna
She said,
fired
"I love
herself,
you."
it was the result of two things.
Was
A
it her or
reactivation
was it
ritual that was established even
Well,
before
I mean,
her
she also
death,
said, "Why
and
Miss Love Fade?"
Ryusushima
And she also
accidentally
said, "I
taking
love
the
you."
trials 10 years ago. After Echidna's death, Roswell discovered that her experiments were unsuccessful because she was trying to put her soul into an empty vessel.
Oh, yeah, I
The
do
vessel
remember
already
that.
had another soul inside of it. It was possible to possess their body by eliminating the lesser of the two souls. Thus, during Ryuzushima's trial, Echidna planted a small piece of her soul in Shima's body. Ever since then, she'd been slowly taking control of her body until finally she possessed her completely, which essentially killed Ryuzushima.
Right.
This is why we hear Echidna's voice coming from Shima in Season 2, Episode 24.
Oh.
After possessing Shima, Echidna
Oh,
just needed Amelia to break the barrier to make it safe for her.
Oh,
to enter the
shit.
sanctuary. Everything went according to her plan, and she reincarnated as Omega. So far in the novels, Omega has been completely absent from the main story, though I do expect to see her again once we're closer to the end. Thankfully, we can follow Omega's
What the
adventures by
hell?
reading
I
her
thought that
series of
was
side
just-
stories. They are side
I
stories.
thought that
so
was
I'm
just
not
her
going to be
talking,
too many
like, out of
big reveals,
nowhere.
though I will summarize the first one to at least give you an idea of what's been happening since Season 2.
That's crazy. So it really was her.
Before she left the sanctuary, Omega recovered her special mana crystal that contains the souls of all the other witches inside of it. From the crystal, the witches can watch everything Omega does and interact with her too, so these side stories have a lot of funny dialogue. Anyway, she ventures into the forest and beyond the sanctuary, but runs into a life-threatening issue. Snow is cold, and people freeze when they are frozen, so Omega tries to use fire magic to raise her body's temperature before she dies of hypothermia. Remember, Omega used to be a mage as powerful as Roswell, however she just got a brand new body that came with a brand new gate. Because she hasn't yet had the chance to adapt to it properly, the fire magic went horribly wrong and caught the surrounding forest on fire.
Well, at least she
Now,
know now.
instead of freezing to death, she's about to burn to death. And if she dies, then her master plan would all be for nothing. Plus, the other witches inside the crystal would die too, again, or something. Ryuzu's gate wasn't suitable for using water magic, so instead, Omega uses wind magic to redirect the flames elsewhere.
That did
This
help.
allows her to survive, but ends up spreading the fire
That's
even
crazy.
After just barely escaping death, Omega felt exhaustion for the first time in 400 years. While she's resting, a group of bandits approach her with weapons. What a group of bandits might have wanted from a defenseless-looking lolly is up to your imagination, but Omega tells them she'll do whatever they
Defenseless-looking
say
lolly.
if they're able to remain standing for the next 30 seconds. Omega then reveals her true form, allowing her soul to visualize behind her. After seeing the face of the Witch of Greed, one by one, the bandits drop to the ground, puking their guts out, slitting their own throats, and foaming at the mouths. There were 18 bandits in total, and not a single one survived. Omega loots their bodies, finds some new clothing to wear, and then continues her journey as if she didn't just murder 18 people and burn down an entire forest within just 10 minutes of being alive again. That was the first Omega.
Oh, keep her.
Dangerous witches really are. Echidna quite literally just reincarnated, and already she's causing unprecedented amounts of destruction. The following stories aren't quite as eventful, but I'd still recommend reading them because Omega is best girl. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm also hoping that Omega will get an OVA or something, but maybe I'm just in denial that my favorite chapter is never getting animated. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like the video if you
I'm pretty
haven't
sure they're
already.
gonna
I'm
animate
out for
season
now, though.
3.
Keep
It's
talking
probably
about
gonna be starting
Zero.
season
Stay
3.
hyped for season 3. Peace out.
What I was trying to say is, at the end of the Greed If story, Subaru was like, she asked Subaru, why would you do that? Why would you sacrifice your life just for that simple fact about the weather? He said something about it'd be important. I forgot how it ended. But then she said she was disappointed or whatever, and she's like, why must love always fade or something like that. That's what I was talking about.
This nigga, I forgot that nigga killed himself just for the little things. At that point, like, he was like, I gotta make sure everything's right. So I'm gonna kill myself over every little thing that's wrong.
I do remember that.
And then she's like, why must love fade? She probably loves Subaru because he was the type of person to like try to fix everything, so he would keep going back and learn new shit. But at this point, he's just going back in time to not even learn anything, just to make sure everything's under his control, pretty much.
Maybe she loves him because she's the closest. That's the closest thing she felt to satisfaction.
Because he was coming back, learning how to fix shit, new things all the time, trying to figure out how to change his future, change his past, change the checkpoint. So she was learning off him because he was learning how to use the power too.
And the fact that he's from like a whole different world and stuff.
Yeah. But then when he died 100 million times, he was like, this is my world, this is my reality, I gotta make the best out of it. So if it's not going my way, I'm gonna restart it.
I'm gonna restart.
I'm gonna restart. And that's over anything. That's crazy.
Yeah, I feel like you're right. She probably does love him. Basically, like what I said, because like he's the closest thing to her to satisfaction. Because maybe maybe this world hasn't really changed that much since she's like been like a witch, and like 400 years of that, you know, like you basically have learned everything about this world, and now something new comes in that could probably change multiple worlds, and multiple worlds probably have something new about it.
What if it's not new?
So she's always learned. Are you disrupting me?
Oh, wow. My fault, big bro. Go ahead. Yeah, you already forgot what you were saying, huh, dumbass?
No, I didn't.
Are you
Disrupting me? What the fuck? Who says that?
You need to put this nigga in his place.
We're about to end the video. Alright, keep going, Mom.
Basically what I'm saying is Subaru is her new satisfaction, or the closest thing she can get to satisfaction, since he's basically something new to her.
Yeah.
A fruit.
My real question is, if she hasn't been in the story census, whatever.
Oh wow,
that means, yo, that's disgusting. That means, at the end of ReZero, however it ends, I don't even know what the ending is. I don't even know what the plot of ReZero is anymore.
Oh God.
Like, what is the real end goal for ReZero? Is it like Subaru to go back home? Subaru to make Amelia the princess, whatever?
I think that's what makes this anime so great too. It's like
what's the end goal?
It's like there's no like set plot. It's just like a guy who got put in a world, and now he's like learning new things. And
It's RPG.
And like you're learning things with him too.
I'm not with Subaru. Anything he does.
It's like there's no end goal. Like they didn't put a specific end goal for you. They said this is his story. You're going with it, and basically you're just gonna have to watch and find.
Yeah, no cap. He really did get isekai into this world with no goal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
he literally just followed Amelia all because she looked cute.
Like his only goal at first was like to have fun with it, and then when he realized this wasn't fun, and he met Amelia, he's like, all right, I guess you could say the main plot for Subaru
is to protect Amelia.
It's just Amelia, but like the main plot of the whole show is like you don't even know, and that's like the good thing about it.
If I was Subaru, my main plot would have been marry Elsa, and only talk to Elsa and only help Elsa and kill Reinhardt some way or somehow. Reinhardt can kill Goku.
I mean,
and Rimworld.
He's basically in a world where he can do whatever he wants, but he's doing what he wants to do.
He can't even beat Gojo.
Yes, he can.
No, he can't.
Can Gojo beat the sun?
Yeah. Reinhardt can't beat.
Hell no! Don't smirk at me.
Reinhardt can't beat Gojo, bro.
Can Gojo beat the sun? Can Gojo even?
Hey, no.
Oh,
it's stated by the author. Gojo can do anything that he wants. It's stated by the author in the first chapter of the manga. He can do anything he wants.
What do you mean first chapter? So chapter 0?
Chapter 1.
Yeah. Gojo can't beat Subaru. Because Subaru can't. If you see Reinhardt can bang.
Reinhardt would literally get shat on. Like, it wouldn't even be a competition. That's how bad it is.
I'm trying to think.
Oh no, it's not fair because we don't know Reinhardt's
Can what's her name beat Gojo?
Who?
forgot her name. That one character we met for one episode.
Oh,
the girl that made the guy disappear. Mm-hmm. I think she can.
No,
if she tells Gojo,
she can't beat him.
Get the hell out of here. What do you think's gonna happen?
She can't beat him.
What? What do you think's gonna happen? She says
she's not gonna be able to beat him.
She literally just reset it.
If she tells the nigga to go somewhere, he's gonna be like, all right, I'll go. I'm not coming right back, and you can't get rid of him.
So he can just continue to do it forever.
Yeah, but she won't be able to kill him. He can kill her though.
How? She can just we seen her get we seen her get killed. We seen her get killed.
Have you seen Hello Purple?
Yeah, I seen it.
Okay, then shut up.
What? Everything inside it gets taken out of reality.
Yeah, because you know that red is him forcing shit out. Blue is him forcing it in. So purple is him creating a black hole of energy that if you touch.
But we've seen her literally get killed and come back.
But if you
reality. That's reality.
That's different.
Okay.
She's getting sucked into a black hole. That's at least space and time and matter.
But she can change reality, which is space and
She's
time.
not going to be able to change that if you're in the fucking black hole. The black hole is literally a whole different space, time, and reality of itself.
So that's what I'm saying. She can literally easily.
She can't change it if a black hole is a different time.
What's stopping her from going from that?
A black hole is because that's her reality. She can only manipulate her reality. She cannot manipulate a different reality, a different time space.
What's
she can only do it
that?
in her. Huh?
How do you know that?
Because it's not her fucking reality.
No, but so it's Gojo's reality.
You said matter, right?
You
said matter, right?
Oh, when I said
she's a reality manipulator of matter. A black hole is literally a hole. Like it breaks all the science and shit. Breaks all that shit because a black hole is something that cannot be explained. It's literally mass.
So if it can't be explained, why? How are you gonna make an argument where I'm countering?
Because it's literally mass. Listen.
Okay.
Mass. You know everything's made of mass.
Yeah.
A black hole is literally mass eating itself. So it's literally the creation of all things being eaten by itself. How the fuck can you stop that? He can create that on a whim when he wants to. He created multiple. He can create 10 of them bitches around him. You'd be like.
So what if she
cuts his head off? It doesn't work.
I wasn't going to say that.
Rip his heart out? Doesn't work.
So he can't die? That's what you're telling me?
Yeah. Basically what I'm telling you. Nigga's a tool.
So what if she just wipes him from reality?
Doesn't work.
What the? Hell no! You just said if it's.
Did I not just say he creates black holes? That means he can create things that destroy reality itself. That is made of reality.
All right. So what if Lane puts him into the wire world? It's a different reality from the real world.
Mm-hmm.
If Lane forces him into a wire world, he doesn't know what that is.
If he does domain expansion, it doesn't matter.
Hey, Gojo's bullshit, bro. That's
domain expansion.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
Another thing about his expansion, if he does it to
all right, hold on. You're about to start spoiling.
It's happening when he first did it. Okay. When it happened to Giorno, the nigga's gonna be fucking so trying to process everything, he won't be able to move. Just like how the big ass.
Well, the thing about Golden Requiem is like you just can't do anything. Like if you try it, like you'll never reach the truth. So it's like
what the fuck do you mean?
Oh yeah.
What do you mean?
You're not gonna win because it's never gonna happen.
It's never gonna happen.
That's why in the anime the guy kept on thinking it was gonna happen, but he kept on showing himself.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Think about it.
You have to look at Golden
like let's say you want to go up the stairs.
Yeah.
You're never gonna be you're gonna be doing it, but it's never gonna be able to happen. Like you're going to continuously do it.
And to activate that, you have to touch a nigga though, right? But you have to get touched, right?
You don't have to just touch it. Like think about it. Like if Gojo sends an attack at him, it's not going to happen.
But you got to think about it like this, it didn't touch him though.
But it's the same thing. But I had to think about it for a bit. But it's the same thing that happened with Diablo. Like he tried to hit Giorno, like he was going to kill him, but then like to him, like because Diablo could see the future. To him, it looked like he killed Giorno, but then like. Giorno was like, yeah, nothing happened, and basically you're dead now. And like he looked back, and then when he was looking back, he was looking at all the realities of like. Go do that. Gojo's not dying though. That's crazy. But as crazy as that sounds, the nigga still beat me.
Hey, bro.
Hey, cause look, you just said.
Hey, wait. Before you continue, bro. Hey, that's the end of our episode. Our video for season 2 ending for ReZero. We're about to watch Explain Reinhardt's Power for someone who hasn't watched ReZero. We're gonna watch that because someone recommended it. So you know what to do. Like that. We're gonna make sure you like, subscribe,
comment, share,
and turn post notifications on.
MBK out.